Namaskar, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. On behalf of the Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral Karambir Singh, I, Lieutenant Ambika Sudhakaran, extend to you all a very warm welcome to this unique edition of this year's Indian Naval Band Concert. 4th of December is celebrated each year as the Indian Navy Day to commemorate one of the most audacious attacks carried out in the annals of post-World War II maritime warfare, Operation Trident, the attack on Karachi.
Hands to action stations! Hands to action stations! Hands to action stations!
From Okha, Nirghat shaped course for the Saurashtra coast to rendezvous Veer and Nipat, who were towed by Katchal and Kiltan. After fueling with the tanker Poshank, the ships proceeded in arrowhead formation to head west and alter the course northwards. The orders were clear. Maintain absolute silence till they close Karachi to 60 nautical miles. 4th December 2200 hours. The ships reached 60 nautical miles of Karachi. First blood was drawn. Nirghat became the first ship that ushered the Indian Navy into the mystical world of missile warfare. The target was Pakistani destroyer, INS Khyber. Nipat and Veer were now closing Karachi. They were each assigned one contact on their radar screens and ordered to engage with 2 missiles each. Their targets? MV Venus Challenger, a merchant ship carrying ammunition load for Pakistan Air Force and Army, and PNS Mohafiz, a Pakistani minesweeper, which was later sunk without a trace left behind. This was followed by INS Nipat, closing Karachi further to 15 nautical miles and launching 1 missile on Kiamari oil fields at 23:30 hours. The killers did what they set out to do. They set Karachi ablaze. The bonfire had begun taking shape.
Simultaneously, in the eastern theatre of the war, East Pakistan was completely isolated by a naval blockade in the Bay of Bengal. From the 4th of December onwards, the aircraft carrier INS Vikrant was deployed in the North Bay of Bengal, and its Seahawk fighter bombers attacked many coastal towns in East Pakistan, including Chittagong and Cox's Bazar. Synchronized operations in both the theatres of war by the Indian Navy broke the back of the Pakistan Navy and played a major role in the ultimate surrender of Pakistan to India on the 16th of December, thereby ending the war. Since then, 4th of December is celebrated with great pomp and gaiety as the Indian Navy Day. In the days preceding this day, many martial, social, and cultural events, including band concerts, operations demonstrations by ships and aircrafts, medical camps, and other events for serving and retired personnel are conducted each year, leading up to the unmissable beating retreat and tattoo ceremonies at all major naval stations on 4th December. Every year, as part of the Navy Day celebrations, the Indian Naval Central Band plays live in concert for large gatherings comprising dignitaries from central and state governments, senior serving and retired military officers, and other music lovers. This year, due to COVID restrictions, the band will play in virtual format, wherein their virtuoso performance in the Indian martial and patriotic genre has been recorded, and this audiovisual extravaganza is being presented to regale all of you. To set the tone for the show today, there is nothing more befitting than the official March of the Indian Navy. Composed by M. Dias, arranged by J. Rodrigues, and being conducted by Commander Vijay De Cruz, Director of Music, Indian Navy, we present to you an echo of the sentiment of every Nausainik. Jai Bharati! Our next presentation, being conducted by Lieutenant Commander Manoj Sebastian, is a widely popular composition by none other than the maestro himself, A.R. Rahman. The Oscar-winning tune that inspired millions to chase victory. Jai Ho. With this song, we take this opportunity to felicitate our Corona warriors, whose selfless hard work will be remembered when the history of our impending victory over the COVID-19 war is written. Ladies and gentlemen, Jai Ho. Built in Mumbai's Mazgaon Dock Limited, the deadly Indian naval frigate INS Ganga was commissioned on the 30th of December 1985. She rendered her exemplary services to the fleet as a Godavari-class guided missile frigate. Coming up next is a composition made in the honor of her commissioning by S.A. Anchis. Presenting Vincent Johnson, Master Chief Musician with Indian Naval Ship Ganga. taking the tempo up a notch higher, here is a song from the Hindi feature film Prem Pujari, released in the year 1970. Composed by S.D. Burman and performed by Muhammad Rafi and Manna Dey, this song is one of the most popular patriotic songs of all time. Arranged for the military band by S. Alex, being conducted today by Vincent Johnson, Master Chief Musician. Presenting before you, Taakat Watan Ki Humse Hai. A melange of melodies that evokes a strong sense of pride for the motherland is incomplete if it does not feature this classic. Written by Kavi Pradeep, composed by C. Ramachandra, and sung for the very first time by the Nightingale herself, Lata Mangeshkar, in the year 1963. The song is a tribute to the sacrifices made by Indian soldiers during the Sino-Indian War of 1962, and one that moistens our eyes to this day. Arranged for the Naval Band by Pradeep Kumar, being conducted by Lieutenant Commander Manoj Sebastian, with U.V. Rao, Petty Officer Musician, on the alto saxophone, we present to you "Ae Mere Watan Ke Logo." We would now like to extend our salutations to our brothers and sisters in olive greens, selflessly defending the borders of the nation. Written during the regime of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's Indian National Army by Vanshidhar Shukla and composed by Ram Singh Thakur, Kadam Kadam Badhaye Ja represents the indomitable spirit of the Indian Army. Being conducted by Vincent Johnson, Master Chief Musician, the Indian Navy's rendition of Kadam Kadam Badhaye Ja. Being conducted next by Devraj, Master Chief Musician, is another of N.M. Weiss's compositions. It is a quick march composed in honor of India's first aircraft carrier, the mighty INS Vikrant. From giving the Indian naval warfare a whole new dimension to standing tall in the 71 war, the legacy of INS Vikrant can barely be spoken about in words. With this dedication, we offer our salutes to the mother, INS Vikrant. Immortalized by the mesmerizing voice of Hariharan, the next song was featured in the Indian classic Roja. Brought to life by the musical genius that is A.R. Rahman, the beautiful notes of Bharat Humko Jaan Se Pyara Hai never fail to give one chills down the spine. Lieutenant Commander Manoj Sebastian conducting for you Bharat Humko Jaan Se Pyara Hai. We, as Indians, have always taken immense pride in celebrating the occasion of our Republic Day. Silver Jubilee is a marching tune which was composed in honor of the 25th year of India having attained the status of a republic. This piece was composed by M. Gomes and is being conducted by Vincent Johnson, Master Chief Musician. Ladies and gentlemen, Silver Jubilee. As we near the conclusion, I once again call upon Commander Vijay De Cruz, Director of Music, Indian Navy, to conduct the final score. We would like to pay our respects to the nation through one of the most loved melodies of all time. In recognition of the sacrifices of our valiant men and women, we present to you Muhammad Iqbal's Sare Jahan Se Acha. high note, we come to the end of our musical journey. We hope you enjoyed catching a glimpse of the Indian Naval Band, and we thank you for being a part of our celebrations for Navy Day 2020. Shanno Varuna, Jai Hind.